Hi everybody, I'm here with a 2015 Subaru WRX Limited. Nice little car. I've been reviewing what I call them cheap thrills, which are performance car used but at very reasonable prices for what they are. This example behind me is a 2015 with about 50,000 miles and it goes for 20,000. Last time we did a X6M, used X6M, actually the same year, and that was phenomenal. And I hope that this car will also produce the same kind of value. At 20,000 is about half the price, and is it half the performance? Next time I'm going to review my brand new Lotus Emira, which is going for 107,000 plus tax and blah blah blah. So it's over $100,000. It's 5 times the cost of this car. Is it 5 times the performance? One of the operative questions I really want to find out is that this car is square in the range of affordable transportation, right? For $20,000, we're looking at, late model minivans and just transportation getting you point A to point B cars. And if you want a performance car, this is probably one of the best options. Even the Honda Civic Type R has gone up in price quite a bit. So for 20 grand, I think that's a really good value on paper. Hopefully it just meets my expectation of what performance cars are, but we'll drive it and see. If that is the verdict, that 20,000 can get you a bundle full of performance, then this will be a great introductory performance car for anyone that just want to try out a nice sports car. This car, I took the car off the trailer and then people were asking, wasn't that the same car that's in the movies? You're correct. It's firmly in the import tuner lore as one of the top choices for performance inputs. Let's see what it does.
If you like motorsports and want to learn more about the racetrack experience, check out driveonthetrack.com.
This car is, I had to say, pretty standard fare. There's some carbon fiber looking touches. I don't think they're real carbon fiber. The leather is nice. They got really nice, comfortable leather seats with rest stitching. Rest stitching on the shifter knob too. But the rest of the car, these are all plastic surfaces. Insert, I don't know if it's real leather, but it is a little bit of leather insert here. It's plasticky, you can see. And then soft, not Alcantara, but carpet. Considering the price of this car, I think this is pretty nice. Actually, this is more than pretty nice. It could be a lot cheaper. I think some of the older Porsches feels cheaper, as a matter of fact. This is a little newer, so granted. We're here not just for the luxurious of it, because I'm sure you can find more luxurious cars. We're here to find out how this car drives. And we're going to do that by doing the reasonable pace on the racetrack so we can test without the distraction. Alright, so we're gonna go review a couple things on the track. I'm not sure you're gonna drive very fast, maybe 60%, but there's something interesting about this transmission. It's a continuously variable transmission, so there's no real gear, but it's got a simulated transmission gear. So I'm gonna try to drive in automatic first and you see how it goes. So in automatic, like I said, the first gear is really tall. So now I'm going 40, then it shifted. Brake for off the front straight, turn in, brake, and go this right turn. And the car feels pretty planted. I'm actually pleasantly surprised for a street car. My foot is on the gas, but it couldn't find a gear to drive out of. So this is fine. Going toward the apex, get on the gas, no power, no power, no power, still no power. I think I can keep the constant speed, but now it downshifted. And there's a little bit of lurch when it downshifted and got on the power. Let's go a little faster and see if it makes a difference. Some of the reviews said that the car hunts for gear, so you step on the gas, then you wait, then you get power, and I think it's a little bit worse than that. I think it does lack and wait, but even then it didn't seem right. So we're going to try manual shift in the next lap and see if it makes a difference. got a little sideways action going. It was kind of fun. Controlled slide. Now I'm at 2,000 RPMs. There's no way to keep it up. I don't think you can drive fast like that. So, alright, I'm going to shift now into manual shift mode. Now I'm in 4th gear, which is way too high. We'll go down to 3rd. That seems better. Whoa, there's power. That's it. The car feels completely different. So now I'm in 4th. Now the Corvette's passed. Down to 3rd. Car's planted. Now there's power. Wow, look at that. There's no lag. I can upshift 1 gear and then back down to 3rd. And drives just fine. It stays in 3rd. I'm at 4,000 RPMs, which is a much better place to be than 2 or 3. Look at that. There's power. And smooth, linear delivery of power. Wow, what a difference it makes. I really think you cannot drive at speed with the automatic mode. You gotta use the pedals. I can get into 6 here. Great, downshift twice. Downshift one more time. And drive out. That was great. Yeah, that was great. Oh, a little drift. Very nice, very nice. I actually like the turbo whine. It sounds pretty cool. Alright, let me give you a quick impression of the car. The car is phenomenal in the turns. It's got a lot of grip. I think more than what I expected. Granted, the car is a little down on power from what I'm usually driving. Maybe down a couple hundred horsepower, so it doesn't get out of shape, but it does not get out of shape. I think it will be very difficult for you to get this car out of shape in the turns. It's got all-wheel drive. The car is well balanced. You can throw it around, try to drive it hard. It doesn't really get out of shape. I know I keep saying that, but that's the sense that I get. There are other cars that I drive, even four-wheel drive, when you get on it real hard, the car is not perfectly balanced, that it will still get out of shape. And remember the X6M, and I said it was a little hairy, and this car seems to be compliant. It's very comfortable, smooth, but it still has a lot of power. The power comes on smoothly in a linear fashion, and it's very usable. It is only usable when you're not using automatic mode. When you're in sports mode, using the paddles, when you can keep the power where it needs to be, like 3,000 to 5,000 RPM, the power is instant. I didn't show the boost meter. The boosts come on really strong, but it is still smooth. It doesn't lag at all when you're keeping it in the right power band. The car is night and day between CVT automatic and simulated shift, the paddle shift. So I actually think this will be a great beginner performance vehicle. I think the car is very forgiving, very planted, very well sorted. So when you drive it, it's easy to drive fast. And it's also not dangerous to drive fast. Some of the other cars, it's fast, but if you drive in a certain way, it got out of shape, it got out of line, it put you in trouble. I think this car, you can just kind of like drive around, work on your driving, and go faster and faster, and you will progress through your skill set, and you will learn the track, you will drive faster, if that makes sense. You know, if I were to have to pick a car to use in a driving school, this is now top of my list.